T-minus 40 minutes. T-minus 30 minutes. T minus 20 minutes. T minus 10 minutes. T minus 9 minutes. T minus 8 minutes. T minus 7 minutes. T minus 6 minutes. T minus 5 minutes. T minus 4 minutes. T minus 3 minutes. T minus 2 minutes. T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Boom. Hello, and we are back. It's a Friday night, so you know what that means. That means, like every other night, the Wrasslin for Life Network is live. We are rocking special start time, 7 p.m. AEW Rampage. As always, I'm the Iron Man of YouTube, your favorite host, KJ White, and I'm joined by the one, the only, the Wizard of Wisecracks, Nick. Big Nick Heyman is in the house.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life proudly brings to you its Friday night champions of the world, Mr. Every Night, KJ White. And I love it when you call me Big Papa. I'm Big Nick, and we are the Wrestling for Life Network. How you doing, KJ?
I'm rocking and rolling after that, buddy. That was quite the tag team.
Yeah, a little too much road dog in me there.
No, I liked it. I'm okay. Rampage is kicking off. We're getting the intro now, folks. I hope you guys all had a wonderful week. We got it done, folks. We made it. We got to another Friday. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. I hope you're feeling good. I hope everything's going your way. And tonight, 3 hours of wrestling, the doubleheader as always. Do keep in mind, and I will remind you as we go through the show, SmackDown is on a second click tonight. We've separated the two streams. We have our reasons. So, yeah, tune in. Stay with us. At the end of this show, we're just going to jump over to another link, and we're going to be rolling again. So, Nick, you having a good week, my friend?
Absolutely. What about you, dude?
Yeah,
man. We're kicking off with House of Black. I don't know if I'm ahead of you.
No, I'm right there with you. House of Black. We got Brody King and Uno in the ring. A bit of a sloppy Hurricane Rana, and they're in the corner. Where are you at?
I'm in a headlock. So we're probably about the same, close to it.
Pretty close. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I just got to the sloppy Hurricane Rana.
So pretty close.
Yeah, but so how you doing?
I'm good, man. Another successful week, another day above the ground. So, all's good. Can't complain. And we're back doing some wrestling tonight. The fam, as you can see, things are changing. Things are evolving around here. And, the energy, the vibe, everything that's going on, we're having a whole lot of fun. We thank all the friends for being here tonight. And, I think it's going to be nothing but fun for 3 hours, bud.
Oh, trust me. Like this whole, I guess, Friday night, for whatever reason, I've been more excited for this than I was like when we had WrestleMania Backlash and all of that. Like, because Rampage, I know it's an hour and everything like that, but normally you kind of hear a little bit of a rumor, a little bit of a spoiler, this or that, or somebody kind of starts talking about it before it gets out. But, you haven't really heard that. And that normally means that it's a good show and everything. And then on SmackDown, we have the tag title unification match. I know how WWE books. I don't need that lecture from probably everyone in the comments.
There's fears. There's fears out there.
I know, but I'm still excited to see the match and just to see what could happen, especially with the weird state WWE's been in lately, especially over the past 24 to 48 hours.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. Is it one of those cases where we've seen it with the WWE before? Oh, shoot, they're down and out. Things look bleak, and all of a sudden,
that's when they do their best shows. Like, remember when they got all trapped overseas, and then in Saudi Arabia, and then NXT had to do SmackDown, and it was like one of the best shows of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where they're at, of like just crap news after crap news. You had Sasha, Naomi, you had Steph, and then now I think I heard that Triple H is coming back. That's why Steph left, and Nick Khan's taken over Steph's responsibilities, and just WWE's so much in the news, and none of it's good, that I think they're gonna pull something out of their ass tonight.
All right, I'm tuning in. I'll be here. JV, good to see you, buddy. Good question. What had happened was a lot has happened and a lot has changed for the channel, and not all positive. So we actually had a big team meeting to get our shit together, to have a little chit chat about what we want to do moving forward in that. So we did take a night off. I mean, that's our second one in
Trust me, I had to talk this man out of it. He's hooked on this.
He did. He gave me shit. I was coming, folks, and the boys wouldn't let me do it. So yeah, no, we just took a little breather. We got some shit together. And we're looking forward to bringing you guys new content, new looks, new everything. And again, it's keeping true to who we are. We're all about family. We're all about fun. We're all about positivity and love. And I know kumbaya, but we're all about wrestling too. For those who don't know, the House of Black are in the ring right now, going up against the Dark Order and Fuego
del Sol.
Yeah, Fuego. Who's the third guy? Is it another Fuego?
There's Evil Uno, and then there's 10.
Oh, it was 10. Okay, I thought it was the two.
It's
Fuegos.
like press 10 Vance. I'm sorry, some of the Dark Order members, I kind of forget who's who.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it though. But
Fuego del Sol,
our sincerest apologies. Right. We had to get organized. We had to organize the troops.
I don't know if I just haven't seen Fuego in a while, or he looks like -1, like Brody Lee's kid. He's like that small. It
could be
kind of alarming.
It's kind of
especially
alarming,
when
right?
Brody Lee's just chopping the bejesus out of him.
Right. I mean, that's where we talk about like Dominic Mysterio, right? And he's like standing toe to toe with Lashley, and you're like, get the, really?
Yeah.
Come on. And it just doesn't look believable, right? So Fuego, I mean, the same thing. Like, and it's not even like, Murphy's a huge guy, right? Like,
Murphy's jacked right now.
Oh no, he's jacked.
You can't tell me right now that if you looked at him right now, you wouldn't tell me he wrestled in 205 Live.
It's crazy.
You'd be like that. You'd be like, how is this man not like at least Intercontinental Champion?
No, he's talented. I mean, what blew my mind about the timing of kind of how things played out was like Murphy and Alistair had a really good set of matches, and it just kind of fell by the wayside. Like, we watched those matches. I enjoyed them.
There was like 3 or 4 pay-per-views in a row to where they were towards like the bottom of the card, and they like stole the show.
All right. Good to see you, Will. Speaking of family,
yes,
tried and true. Mr. BJ, I guess that's not what we should call him. Bubbles Johnson in the house. Thank you for being here, sir.
It's so hard to say that and not just instantly crack up laughing.
It happens when you're children, right? And
trust me, yeah. It's just like, why did we think of that? And just, we love it.
Right. JV, the Valdez Express in the house. Thank you for being here once again. Sorry about last night, but it was just one of those, like I said, executive decisions where we all got together. It ran a little bit long, and we thought, you know what, it would be good for everyone. Just take a breath.
CJ had like tornadoes and flooding and everything around him too. Right. This man showed us a video of to where you needed a damn boat to.
That was hilarious. Oh my god! Not like
right. Things happen.
Alistair's getting double teamed. Oh shit! That was pretty cool. Wow! Into the flip. Ooh. Chris, good to see you. Thank you for being back, sir. KJ and Nick, for you guys, who is the most athletic big man wrestler in terms of being able to pull off high flying moves like a moonsault off the top rope move? Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Lance Archer's pretty good.
Not he. That's the thing is there's 2 different levels to me.
Yeah, he's not very
athletic
swift
for a big man. There's athletic like Taker, to where Taker was very nimble, very athletic, like could walk the ropes, everything like that's amazing for a big man. But he's not doing moonsaults. He's not a big Ricochet.
Yeah. So I know some people are going to say Cage, but does that qualify? I don't exactly.
No, he's stiffer than cardboard.
Yeah, he's stiff as shit.
He's Tin Man.
I just hate, like, I got to get my shit in. No matter what happens in the match, I'm going to do these 5 things.
Yeah.
That they weren't supposed to be pulling off big moves like that, and then caveat. Caveat. Thank you. Thought he meant.
I know the big words.
It's the big words. Caveat. There we go. Is it? Oh my god! I give up. You want to take over on that one?
It has to be from the last 30 years of wrestling. from 1999 to 2022, and the rest were has to be above 30.
Cheers, folks. Cheers. Happy Friday.
So this is the point though that we're at with you and I, and probably some of a couple other people on the team, is that they're having to caveat their own questions of like, I need a modern era big man and then like the old school athletic big man, because they know that like we know way too much. Modern day Keith Lee to me.
Keith Lee's a good one.
The only other one that I would say, honestly, is Brock with pulling off the shooting star press.
Till he didn't.
Right. But you're not going to see Taker try some stuff like that.
Murphy buries Fuego on the apron, and Brody Lee is about to get a hold of Uno. Yeah, his head is off.
Oh, you're little. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're like seconds ahead of me.
Wow. The driver.
That's he's just straight north-south. They showed him caught in the ropes, just still straight up and down.
Right?
Oh. Damn.
Do you know what I like, though? I like when Alistair throws the guy to Brody. I think it looks wicked.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I'm a huge fan of these guys. Give them, if that AEW is going to do trios belts, because they've talked about it since they started, give these guys the trios belts. Screw Kenny and the Young Bucks. We get it. You're the greatest. Move on. Give these guys the push that they need.
Oh.
Like, yeah, them versus Death Triangle for the trios belts. Tell me that wouldn't be amazing.
This is going to be insane at Double or Nothing. What is this? Oh, look. See, there it is. That is going to be insane. Insane, man. Are you kidding me?
Jesus.
I'm in.
Yeah.
This is going to be...
That's like I said. This is why I love AEW pay-per-views, is that they only do so few that they stack the bejesus out of them. You don't get rematches that you've already seen twice on SmackDown and Raw. You get amazing matches like that.
Right? Oh. We have the Bullet Club talking to Caster.
No, it's the Gun Club, not Bullet Club is what I've got.
Oh, I meant the Gun Club. I was close.
Bullet Gun, you were close.
I was close. Actually, yeah, right? Actually, I can buy Dominic wrestling with the bigger guys species around 220 to 225, but I can't buy Fuego del Sol because he's about 180 pounds soaking wet. Isn't Dominic?
Dom's bigger than Ray, like height wise. That's what they still have
like
that kind of question in the back of your mind. Is he really Eddie's kid? So that's why.
Wow.
So that's why it's. I think he's a little bit more believable, but neither one's that believable.
Shit. No, that's I don't know. I think Dominic doesn't weigh much more than Fuego.
I think it's just the way that they're like, this is going to sound weird and I'm going to sound like Cornette, but they're like body structure and everything. Like they just look small.
No, but they're small. An honest question. For you live in Canada, do you guys have a ton of tornadoes like I see in the Midwest? Depends where you are in Canada. Ontario doesn't get a whole lot of like the farm countries and such get a tornado here or there. We get pretty lucky. We're by the lake. We miss a lot of the bad shit. We don't really get earthquakes. We don't really get tornadoes very often. Every once in a while, one will go through like the north end of town, and we'll get some crazy thunderstorms, blizzards. But we get kind of fortunate. No hurricanes, which is excellent. Just the tail end of something, right? But yeah, we get pretty lucky around here. But then there's other places where they get, the hurricanes because they're on the coast, or tsunamis and bullshit like that. So kind of like the States, depends on where you are. And as you keep going north, it gets a little chilly. So
Now I have a Canadian question for you since we're in an ad
Like
break and everything.
Canadian questions with KJ.
Yes, that too much alliteration even for me.
That was good.
So how do you feel about? Well, it's a sports question. How do you feel about the Battle of Alberta between Edmonton and Calgary,
I'm
especially
thrilled.
after 15 goals in the first game?
Yeah, Sutter made me laugh when in the post game where he was just kind of like, people said the first round were boring, so here we go. Like I
Yeah.
said that 7. I didn't really think they'd do it, but no, I'm pumped. Like to get an old school rivalry like that all over again. That was the remix, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Remix
excited
and a
about it,
rewind.
and it makes me a little jealous. I mean, obviously, my Maple Leafs haven't won a series in 18 years, so it's depressing and repetitive. And
You guys are cursed by Danhausen or something.
no, I think it's the curse of Harold Ballard, which is the old Leafs owner.
Oh, I watched there's a YouTuber, Urinating Tree. I think he did a
Oh.
video on the Leafs and yeah, it's a great name. But yeah, he did a video on that and everything. So yeah, I remember to where there was just all this bad blood and everything, like when like the Leafs first kind of were in the league and everything.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go, but yeah, over the years, I mean, like through the 80s and that they had like the fans showing up with bags on their head, and he wouldn't
Oh,
spend any money, and blah 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 blah. And boo hoo, just no one cares. But it's awesome to see Calgary and Edmonton. I'm sure that province is on fire right now, and I'm sure there's a lot of crossover cheering. I know fans of both teams, so yeah, as long as it's good hockey. And I mean, Tampa, Florida's started out with a bit of a bang, and I think we're going to get some good pucks. So that's all I'm in for.
and I have FTR on my screen now.
Tornadoes in the Midwest. Yeah, I mean we're close. We're like, I mean, I've been to Michigan a lot because it's right there, right? It's like Buffalo's on this side, Michigan's on that side, so we just drive up. It's depending on where you're going, like you can get up and through into Detroit in about 5-6 hours, or Pittsburgh, like Pennsylvania. We drive out to Lake Placid in like 6 hours, 8 hours. So yeah, we're kind of around. But our weather, we get lucky with the weather. To go back to that, not to be talking about the weather on a wrestling show. Here comes Spearsy against a giant. Actually, for me, the two guys are the older Brock and Bam Bam. Bam Bam was crazy.
Yeah,
And,
I forgot about Bam.
Vader's a good call too.
Yeah.
Hugh Morris.
All I could think of whenever I hear his name now is Stone Cold's promo at him.
Yeah.
Your name's Hugh Morris? What? Is that funny? What? Is that
What?
humorous? What?
Yeah.
It's
Uh-oh. Yeah, hey, Killian Dane. Looking like a
hey,
fucking
Damo.
Big Damo is in the house. Wow. This is an interesting look. And the
I
ladies,
kind of like it. I mean, he kind of had the Baron Corbin thing kind of going towards the later end of NXT and everything. So
he looks like Redbeard's little brother.
those two as a tag team would be
Right?
badass.
The
Or
Ginger Express. Let's go.
him with Joe Coffey in NXT UK too. That would be pretty good.
Yes, JoJo. We're gonna get that crazy matchup. We're gonna get a trios match between House of Black, Death Triangle. I personally can't wait for it. By the way, did we just forget about the Julia Hart thing? Because what they did with her last time was so poorly received. They were like, shit, let's just you go back to being a cheerleader. Like I haven't seen any follow-up since.
I honestly kind of hope so. I felt like it was going the route of the Fiend with Alexa Bliss. So I was like, please just make this go away.
Mm-hmm. They botched it completely. Even if they were kind of going the Alexa route where she kind of comes out in black little skirts instead of red ones, and she's evil and she's a troublemaker, fine. But they dragged it out for months. They dragged it out. They made us forget about it. And then that whole scene where she keep it simple, stupid. Just smash them smash your old partner, high five the bad guys, make an evil little giggle, and let's move on. This
Now-
whole they should have known, like, the visually it was off-putting just having these three giant men like over top of her, and it didn't work out. I don't think it went well as far as how the audience received the whole situation. But now they seem to have dropped it, maybe. Wow,
yeah, I have a twist for you on that. Do you think that kind of flopped? Well, in part just because she kind of seemed like she couldn't pull that off, but also do you think it's because there's kind of a bit of rumors and everything? Ooh.
Big Damo jobs out to Spears in about 4 minutes.
I'm just at the Death Valley driver. Seriously?
Big Damo.
Seriously.
Man, that
they should have had him job and everything like that so he's not going to look that threatening with the whole MJF and Wardlow thing. Just keep going with that. Like, I'm sorry, Sean Spears, you're not going to be anything.
Oh,
like you're at best the mid-card guy,
right?
Like,
right. Bailey returns at SmackDown tonight. You're gonna have to watch our stream to find out.
Exactly. We will have it here first.
Live, constantly live, folks. The mistake I think the WWE had made with NXT up originally against Dynamite, they should have waited for Rampage to debut and then move Dynamite to Friday nights and have it compete against SmackDown. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, we all saw what kind of happened. Oh, this new company is going to have a Wednesday night show. We'll get there. And I think they rushed it. And that's it. They could have let Dynamite get going, and then they could have taken their time and transitioned in behind it, but I feel like they rushed it. And they transitioned from 1 hour to 2 hours, and it just lost something. It became produced by the WWE, not produced by something, apart from it, if that makes sense.
They have, for me, it was the first time WWE was the person chasing another company versus someone chasing WWE. WWE chose to move NXT to cable TV, chose to move it to Wednesdays. They chose to go and compete with Dynamite and everything. Yep. Normally, you see TNA started the Monday Night Wars of we're moving Impact to Monday. You saw Nitro, we're going to go head to head with Raw. And if anything, we're going to go an hour beforehand and we're going to spoil their pre-tape shows live on air. This was WWE. This was Vince kind of, as much as he could, bending the knee that there's an actual competitor and then having it blow up in his face.
Yeah, and all the while saying like, no, that's not the case. And it kind of the proof's in the pudding, right? Like he put himself in that position. They clearly were trying to angle it out, doing the little things like, things that WWE don't usually do. No commercials for the first hour. And they're trying everything, but
moving like special themed events and everything to combat like Fyter Fest and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, all you had to do was kind of leave the product the way it was. And
that's the thing is
just leave. Go ahead. No, that's exactly it. And I get it. You're passionate, but yeah, it's just leave it the way it was. And now you just have to stretch it out. You gotta bring up a couple more people that make sense that they're gonna fit. But they already had a good product. Yes. And it just when the matches started to feel like every other WWE match, because they're trying to stretch it out, there's more commercials, blah blah blah. People lost interest.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about? Yeah, what do you think about them making her not do the whole alien thing now?
I think it's for the best.
I dig it.
No, I think it's for the best that she drops the alien thing.
Yeah, that's there's suspension of disbelief and all of that, and then there's just stupid.
She can be like a UFO enthusiast. She can be, somebody that thinks she was,
She can just be really into space.
Yes, ding, right? Like
right.
Just do that, right? You don't have to
just kind of have rock space gear, like she kind of already does. Like I'm cool with that. She doesn't need to be from a different planet. Yeah, it's cute.
She looks good tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. I really like her.
No,
has she
she's
had
good.
their belt?
What?
Has she? Oh, doing the
Big press.
Bianca with the one arm press with the flex.
Big press.
Bam.
Bam. No, she went down hard. Oh.
But has she had their belt, the AEW women's belt?
No. Only Britt and Thunder. And
Riho. That's
Riho,
who. Right. All right. Yeah.
Rashida,
There's only
and
been
Nia.
3. Damn.
There we go. I think I got them all.
Ooh.
Did I say Nia? No, I didn't mean Nia. Shit.
Her versus Ruby's going to be a good match.
Should be good.
Ruby, what do you feel about now that since she went to AEW and everything? Like, she got a really good pop at the beginning, and she kind of hasn't done much since. Like, that's, to me, that's a bit of the validation of what people say, that AEW signs WWE people, gets the big pop, and then doesn't know what to do with them.
Yep. I mean, the argument from Tony is, I know exactly what I'm doing. You guys just don't know what I'm up to, but I have a plan. That's what he says. But the pattern has become like, you get this sizzle and then you let it burn out. And that's what happened with Ruby. Again, she should have went straight after Britt and had a good program with Britt. Now, she doesn't have to win it. You can find a reason why she doesn't. Right? Like,
didn't that happen?
No, but solid. It was so poof, right?
Well, I think it's even that she didn't even kind of win. I mean, she ran into the buzzsaw Britt. That's a bit of the problem.
A little bit, right? But
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, not at all. Then they doubled up because they had Jade already in the plans to have the TNT belt, so she had nowhere really to go. So for her, to me, you have to kind of ride that hot wave, and then when Britt holds onto the belt, and you're like, okay, and then give her something to do. But you kind of just let her kind of fade into, we kind of have these people that once they're kind of done, they fade away for a while. They don't really have anything else to do. And then they come back and they're relevant for again. You're like, oh shit, you're still here. So it's an interesting dynamic, and it's part of having kind of being overstaffed at this point until you can resolve that. So it's a challenge Tony's got, and it's a knock on the booking, because you can't do the same thing with everybody, right? Some of the people need to skyrocket, and you got to ride that wave. And to kind of go on the other side, it was like remember when Seth came back from his injury and he was white hot? The fans went insane. And then he had a heel turn right then and there, pretty much. And it was like, it made no sense. They could have definitely rode that wave a little bit, because he was so white hot. There's a time and place to turn, but sometimes you got to feel what's happening. Like Cody at AEW, he had his moment where the fans are turning on you. They don't really like your girl. Maybe ride it. But it's funny how it works out.
See, I'm gonna bring up 2 points after following that, because I had 1 point in my whole
in
my head the whole time. I was gonna let you go because I know you let me go, and then the other one is to answer your question.
It was a lot. I couldn't stop.
No, you're good. Like I know I take a lot, so give and serve, fair play.
Like it.
But no, so I feel like on one hand with Ruby, she's a bit like, I think it was it was our account, the Wrestling for Life page on Instagram. Check that out. That shared the whole story with Paul Heyman saying about how Drew McIntyre is just the right guy in the right time at the wrong place.
Yep.
That's kind of how I feel about Ruby. Is she's the right girl in the right time at the wrong place. Not in that she's wrong place of being in AEW, but Britt was a buzzsaw when she got there.
Mm-hmm.
Jade was already set to go to be the next kind of star they're building up. Mm-hmm. So she came in real hot, even off of not being the biggest star in WWE, to be honest.
Yeah.
But coming in super hot. And then they didn't have anywhere that they could really give her a big spot.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of
She lost to Britt.
Oh.
She lost to Jade. So she's kind of, she's still good, but she feels a little flat.
I think that what you have to be doing is every couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and this is where the booking will get a little better, is you have to have people like Ruby, and you know, a guy like Hobbs, even at times, you gotta have to have them on a schedule where you just remind everyone how good they are. Don't put them in for a squash match that ends in a roll up. Put them in there with somebody, have a good go, and have them go over and remind us, oh yeah, shit, you know, because it's just that consistency. Like, you remember when, you know, the old days, you just see like a guy come out and be on, like, you know, you get a, you know, win, then all of a sudden he was fighting for like a belt. Like, he started arguing, and then he was fighting for like one of the mid card belts, right?
Yeah.
And then it was a build. It was a nice build to it. So I think sometimes you don't see that enough. People are going to go, KJ, what about Dark? Well, that doesn't count. So sorry.
Yeah, but like you were even talking about with your last point and everything, of I think companies also kind of don't know to actually go with the crowd reaction. Like, even how Tony said he was blown or was thrown off by the reaction to Sammy and Tay. Like,
that's what we can, sorry.
No, like that.
Yeah.
They were so,
2 count.
One. Wow. Okay. Damn.
I like Red Velvet, on a side note, but back to
I don't get it. But we'll come back to that.
That was amazing. I don't. All right, fuck.
But yeah, but they don't, like, he didn't expect that Sammy and Tay wouldn't really get over and be baby faces, or like with the whole Cody thing. Like, they don't know how to deviate based on actual crowd reaction and everything. Like, that's what made even the Daniel Bryan story, is that the crowd basically fans basically had to break WWE to like say, listen, god damn it,
right,
you have something here. Granted, they'll say that that's what they planned all along. We all know it's bullshit, but
right,
that that's part of it being a live show and having crowds there, is you need to listen to them.
There we go.
That
wins on the roll up and gets jumped by a baddie.
All of that, and then a roll up. Like,
here comes Ruby. Yeah,
we know who will be in a tag match soon.
Where she looks dope.
Wait, what?
So you give her a couple spots like this where she looks like a badass. You're like, oh shit, yeah, Ruby's a badass. And then, oh, never mind, Jade's a bigger badass.
But to be honest, Jade is impressive as hell.
She really is, and she's improving in the ring. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people mock her, but she's coming a long way.
Man, when's the last time that you
Anna Jay?
Oh God, Jericho, shut up. Oh, he's gonna be up. Shut the fuck up.
Right, take a breath.
Right, breathe. But no, Jade. When's the last time you saw someone as kind of, I guess, green? No pun intended with her having green hair tonight. But that looked that impressive that fast.
What is this? We're getting like a workout montage.
Did we put on Being the Elite?
This is hilarious. People are going to hate
this. Hurts Hook to be in this kind of gimmicky, jokey thing?
I don't know. I mean, again, like,
I'm so conflicted. I love it and hate it at the same time.
Like, I hear a lot of the critics say, like, oh, why is this so and so doing that and so doing this? And I think a lot of people forget, like, a lot of these guys, even if we don't like what they're doing, are kind of like, why did Moxley and Bryan get together? Because they were cool with it. Do you think either one would be doing it if either one was opposed to it? There was no gun to their head. They were like, hey, guys, we have this idea, Regal. They was like, all right, we'll do it. Because I think they understand the significance of them three together for a little while. But, like, with back to the point about Hook and Danhausen, I mean, I more see him being voluntold to do it. But I mean, maybe not. Like he knows it gives him something to do.
I like
Danhausen
that it's
is
kind of
over
like
as hell.
I kind of like that it's like a slow burn though. Like you gotta like yes, Hook is over as hell, but he's not exactly losing, I feel, a ton of steam
No,
with
I think
this.
no.
And he's still really young. Like I think
Yeah,
that's what we forget is that he's been so good right out of the gate and they've
absolutely.
treated him so well and so perfectly. Like he
Right.
instantly became like their Goldberg, but
Yep.
he's so still young and so small and so new and everything that they're not gonna just you can't
Yeah.
have Hook meet like Hangman Page tonight. Like
Uh-oh.
if they did, holy shit. But
Sammy's on screen with a belt.
oh, the TNT Championship. Oh,
Yeah, they're having some
yeah.
audio troubles pumping it into the arena, but it's not my fault. Oh, look, they got a sledgehammer.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
The thing about
Oh.
Sammy and Tay, and I mean tough, but I don't know if you noticed, but they're the baby faces in this storyline. They're going up against Dan, and Tony is trying to keep him babyface. It's not working, but he's trying, and they
I,
kind of got him working with Trent somehow. Oh, there he is.
I
Oh, Kazarian, I mean, not Trent, Kazarian.
yeah.
Look, now they're making out again.
What this reminds me of is a and I like AEW, but this kind of reminds me of like almost a poor man's Rock Stone Cold to remember when
Right.
they would like throw each other's belts into like
The lake.
the Gulf Coast and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's kind of now with this sledgehammer. That's what this reminds me of. Like, are we going to get the AEW hardcore title now? And that's just going to be the beat up duct tape
Right,
TNT
right.
title. Like, there's
Wait,
no
didn't they
way.
already have two belts though?
But you can't possibly think that he's a baby face.
But that's the thing. So here's the mix up here with the booking. So you do that moment where they break the belt. Let's say
Yeah.
it's somewhat it redeems them a little bit with the audience. You're like, you know what? Screw it. We don't like Scorpio. They're breaking his shit. Maybe a woo. But then, Kazarian comes on screen and these two dopes go to the back and start making out. No, just stand there holding hands, smile, and everyone will be like, okay. But when you keep making us want to gag, it's too much. Like, just dial it down. Tony has to be aware that they've become that gross couple, at least in this community, where they're too sweet. They're too sweet, and it makes your stomach turn.
But I think though that they still it's just I feel like in my heart of hearts it's got to be like this weird thing to where he knows that they're heel and they're just I guess working us that they're still booking them as the baby face. I'm trying to make it make sense in my brain and it's not working.
Right. Unless they just knew they were going this direction, but they weren't anticipating it. So they're like, we're just going to ride it out, which to me, you got to pivot.
But this goes back to, I guess, again, like what we were talking about way before after this was probably 5 minutes.
Tangents. I love it.
But to where companies won't actually adjust their booking based to the crowd reactions. Like that's part of the whole thing. I know we've talked about when we watch like New Japan shows about how it feels weird because we're used to that crowd feedback and everything.
Yes.
Like, the companies have to hear that, and that has to play into your booking of like, okay, you went out there and you're supposed to be my like number 3 baby face, but they were booing the bejesus out of you. Guess what? You just became my number 1 heel.
Right? Yeah. That's just the way it is sometimes. You kind of got to go with the flow. And I mean, you're in the entertainment business, as you call it. And you have the opportunity. I mean, you have to follow your fans. It's like being a band. You go out there and your third song of your set, the fans boo every time because it was a stinker. And you play it every show anyway. Like at some point you're like, hey guys, we're going to mix it up, and that's just the way it is. You kind of have to do that. If you're a comedian and you keep going up on stage and your joke is, going over like a lead balloon, then you're going to have to change it up. And that's what I don't understand with them is, oh shit, the crowd's feeling this way. Everyone's freaking out about Sandow. Ride them. Oh, everyone's freaking about, Ciampa. Ride him, bring him up proper, give him a big.
You keep saying Ryder, and it makes me keep thinking of Zack Ryder.
Zack
Matt
Ryder.
Cardona.
Yeah.
You want to
Zack
try
Ryder gets himself over. Heath gets himself over. I got kids. Start selling those t-shirts everywhere. I got kids everywhere.
I don't give a fuck about your kid.
Right?
Do you want to try and get this?
I got my own problems.
What?
I got my own problems. Things can be worse. A ding or dong. WCW house. Sometimes I miss you. And then I remember things like the ding dongs. I
remember that being a tag team. That's the sad part. That's the amount of stupid crap in wrestling that I know. Is there was actually at one point a tag team called the Ding Dongs, just like there was.
We should actually go through the list of a bunch of the old names of just how ridiculous they were.
The things that make you embarrassed to be a wrestling fan if someone else that isn't a wrestling fan walked in the room.
Right. Who's that? Oh, the Ding Dongs. Shit.
Right.
I wish
it makes perfect sense to a wrestling fan, but a non-wrestling fan, it's like, what?
Yeah. Like, part of me wishes that Bischoff would get the itch and go, you know what? I'm sick of this Tony Khan guy, and pull together some investors and try it again. Just to say WCW was back. Now I know he couldn't be WCW, but whatever incarnation of they come up with, I'm all for competition. Competition creates options for the fans, which forces people to do better.
Do you really want Eric Bischoff to try and come back?
Why not?
Do you really, or do you want to watch Car Crash?
Yes.
I think you want to watch Car Crash.
Yes. Yes. As long as he doesn't hire Russo, he's fine.
No, because then that's just a complete car crash. That's what. If you want Eric Bischoff to come back, that's what you want. It's just a complete and total car crash to happen on TV.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring it.
We can just watch back the films on.
Right. My favorite part of the wrestling week, Mark Henry. I always joke about that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm mad because they take him off the screen now. They used to leave him there while the people talked, and one of the things I liked was his face going like. But the best was
who would have thought though that Mark Henry would have came into AEW and killed that role? Like he's kind of made that his own thing.
I like it. No, I joke. It's my favorite part of the wrestling week.
Oh yeah, but like I'm saying, it's kind of gotten it's gotten over in my heart.
Yeah. Moxley tripping out. What is he on? I guess Matt Seidel's recovered from his leg injury, so no more crutches. He seems to be back at it.
Yeah. Moxley is on all of the drugs. Everything.
Right? The only thing he forgot was his blood pressure meds based on his face, but whatever.
Yeah.
He's on everything.
Everything. I mean, this is going to be a thing. I'm interested to see how this goes with those two trying to wrestle a more technical style, and Dante Martin and Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal, same person, different name.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
What with them being kind of the high flyers, it's
body.
I don't know how.
Just a quick interruption there.
Yeah.
They're using the movement too. Both companies who kind of have some movement graphics going on. They've added. They kind of went back. We were talking about SmackDown today.
Oh yeah,
AEW's got some movement on it. Yeah.
Yes, bring back like the late '90s, early 2000s, like video packages and everything.
So next week is the 3-year anniversary, and it is stacked, including a triple threat between Jungle Boy, Swerve, and
Starks.
Ding. We'll see the double or nothing.
That will be a hell of a match.
Man, this is going to be. Are you ready? I'm telling you right now, this match should impress us. Thunder Rosa's Deeb should be a good one.
Oh yeah, that's going to be probably the most underrated match on the card.
That triple threat tag match is going to be good. I love
Keith Lee and Swerve as a tag team, to be honest.
I like it. A lot of people are like, why would they do that to him? Because not everybody can be at the top. It's a pyramid. And that's kind of what you have to go to is, oh, Anna Jay versus Jade Carhill. May
Squash
29, double or nothing. Punted in the face.
pre-show squash.
A trios match, Death Triangle House of Black, the Young Bucks, and the Hardys.
When did they announce that? I know I saw the thing about Matt talking about them announcing a big match. When did they officially announce that? Was that just now?
I think so. No,
Wow.
on Wednesday the Bucks came out. I thought the Bucks said something about
Yeah, but they didn't announce anything. Because remember,
I
saw the
graphic. Did I make that up?
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying did they just announce that?
Yeah, it must have. I challenge you to a dance off. No, I challenge you to look at the Evolve 4 and 6 fight card from Ace Arena in Union City, New Jersey. Absolutely. I'll take that challenge.
We'll have to find out and do like a watch party, I guess.
The Wizard, Chris Jericho. When did he become the Wizard? Wasn't that Kevin Nash's gimmick?
Kevin Nash was Oz.
Oz. I feel like he was.
I mean, basically the same thing.
Right? Was he Merlin? Who was Merlin?
I don't know.
Shit, we gotta look that up.
Did you see that he has merch out now of a Wizard t-shirt?
Yes. It's crazy. And the guy trademarks everything. So the best part.
Yeah.
He's a lunatic. The only thing about Moxley and Bryan is it's just funny because Moxley's on a completely different page. Like, Bryan cuts this promo about how they're going to mash him up and we're going to get in there. We got you. And then all of a sudden, Moxley's like, I'm going to spill your blood and find your children and hunt them down and make them like, whoa, dude. He's on a different level.
It kind of works. Like almost if you looked at it of like what they were like, if there was a wrestling ATT, and I know, Dan Lambert, ATT and AEW, but if you had like an actual MMA like type team of wrestlers, you're going to get your different personalities. But at the end of the day, you're going to know you're going to be in a fight, whether you're facing Moxley or Danielson, or at this point, even honestly, kind of Yuta, that,
Vinny Vegas.
You may win, you may lose, but you're going to know you're in a fucking fight.
Absolutely. Let's go. Yeah, I don't see these guys losing anytime soon. And by the way, now that you're part of the family, we're in that fantasy wrestling thing.
Oh,
now for round 2. Now round 1, we let the fans pick the team. Round 2, we didn't change anything. We just ran. I missed the deadline.
Who do we have? Okay,
so
next commercial break. You need to explain this to me. I forget this.
Yeah, I'll share it on our social media so everybody can remember. But we have Moxley and Bryan. I believe Bryan is our team captain, so we get bonus points if they win tonight.
Hell yeah!
And so go Bryan and Moxley.
I think we're kind of safe on that one.
We should
offense, Dante Martin, but I think we're good.
Over under 7 minutes.
Over under juice.
Who was Vinny? He was Vinny Vegas. Yes, he was
that too.
Yes, he was also that.
He was also a Magic Mike.
What?
The same.
Yeah, right. No, the best is Kevin Nash in the longest yard.
When he's on that estrogen,
it's amazing.
People, I can't remember. I think it was Ali was talking about doing watch parties, just like sleepover parties for like wrestling movies. There's one right there. Yeah. See if you can count how many wrestlers are in that movie.
Listen, man, I don't care what anybody says. I've seen that movie a gazillion times, and I still pop. The whole Goldberg scene in the shower makes me laugh, and then when the jock strap, they got the shin pad, and they're like, "This is for you." It's like,
oh yeah,
just the nonsense. But yeah, a lot of wrestlers. Steve Austin's in it. He's quite offensive, but he's in it. Nelly, Irvin, like
Terry
She's
Crews,
ready.
Joey Diaz, Bob Sapp. Christ, I still do Bob Sapp's lines all the time. I'm
Right?
sorry, I broke it in your toy. I love little Michael.
Oh, Christ. He broke it in my nose.
Right. I think he did it on purpose. He broke it in my nose.
Oh, shit. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that movie kills me. I think that movie is amazing.
Oh, yeah. But I honestly wouldn't mind doing like watch parties with like old wrestling movies, like even like Ready to Rumble, just to honestly, it's so bad, it's kind of good at this point.
Yeah, we get to shit on it for 2 hours, so we're good.
Exactly. It's become like it's like the room
There's
of
the
wrestling
one
movies.
that Keith Lee's in about the kid with the wrestling shoes or the wrestling mask that makes him super.
Oh, I forgot about all the terrible like straight to DVD WWE movies.
So I'll get to almost a 2 count.
Was that the Nikita Lyons?
Almost, right? She brought it back this week.
Nikita Lyons.
She brought back the crotch drop this week. It was crazy.
Oh, so I have a question, and I hope that this doesn't get us canceled in some way or form.
Hold the phone. Wait.
No. Well, did you see that someone asked her about the name for her, what was going to be the name for her, that finisher move? And she said she wasn't going to say the name, but it rhymed with Beth Phoenix's Glam Slam.
Oh, come on. Oh,
no, that's what I saw, and I was like, all right, moving on.
Wait. There's got to be a
yeah, where's Riley? Rally, sorry. I've had too many vitamins.
You can't. Yeah, no. I thought I was pushing the limit with what I called it. That's the Russian.
Hey, I'm using her words. I'm using her words.
Triple H. We get to watch Blade, by the way.
Yes. Granted, not the first one, which was the best one, but yeah.
That's true. It was. Well, folks, we are back into Pitcher in Pitcher. I will remind everybody we are here every single day, 7 days a week. We get the whole fam. You know, we're an army, a small army of positivity at this point, and we're having a whole lot of fun. Don't forget, SmackDown. Once we end this stream, we are going to be instantly over on the next stream. Tune in. Don't quit on us. Stick around. And, we're going to hit SmackDown next. So, yeah, Nick, we're rolling on. We're a good chunk into this, and so not bad. Not much to go in this main event. 10 minutes or so.
Oh, yeah. We're almost to the end. We're at the main event of Rampage, and it's literally flown by. Like, there has not, honestly, I don't think there's really been much bad on Rampage so far tonight. It's been a pretty solid show.
It's been solid. The pace has been good. I've been content with what's happened. Sean Spears versus Dane was a little interesting.
Yeah, well, I think anything with Sean Spears is interesting. I mean, he kind of had that whole stripper magic Mike, whatever the hell that was, entrance with the chair of, flash dance with the water coming down. I don't know. And I forgot, granted, that next week's when he has the steel cage match with Wardlow.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like if you're gonna have Wardlow no sell the belt and everything like that, have Damo job Spears out so he looks like he's just gonna get just torn alive by Wardlow, and just have him do that. Like, build Wardlow up. Like, there's no way that MJF could win, and then in that match you make it seem like Wardlow's just getting screwed around the whole time.
Right? That's how it's supposed to be.
Right. Just have him get that final build back.
Mm-hmm.
Make him, I'm sorry, I don't believe that Sean Spears is gonna, is on par with Dave. That's just my personal opinion.
But he just dusted him, and I mean, we don't think very highly of Spears. I mean, it's funny. He's one of the guys that you thought, okay, he gets free from the WWE. He can't get over. And now you're starting to like, well, maybe the WWE saw something we didn't really see or we hoped wasn't there. Because since he's been in AEW, I mean, the Cody thing was all right. And then since then, it's been meh.
Yeah. Well, with Sean Spears, was he No Way Jose that just kind of got over? Because all I really remember him having and
10.
really being known for was the 10 gimmick.
Yeah, I
I
mean, he
don't know
had a
much of
couple
him being
good
good in the
matches.
ring. I don't remember him much of being good on
True.
the mic. So
No.
why did we expect him to be this
Mm-hmm.
good, like this top guy?
Right?
He's kind of just a bottom tier guy.
Oh, Martin taking everybody out.
Damn.
Uh,
Ooh.
Vinny Vegas with DDP. Name the tag team. Oh, man, are you guys excited or what? I mean, if nothing else, you have to say that AEW does a better job getting you hyped for their pay-per-view. Like they've
Oh
done
yeah.
it in a
Like
way that you're
you
like, I
show me a
want to see
match
this.
on that card that you're not happy with.
No, and you'll have varying degrees of like, and the traditionalists out there won't like the spot fest that we're going to get in a couple of these matches, but there's going to be some like candidates for matches of the year when we are sitting around doing our year-end review. Some of the matches at Double or Nothing are going to be in the consideration.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's
Oh,
the
no.
thing is it's actually a variety show. So you get your high spot match, you get your
Oh,
oh god, wow, that
Dante
was
being
impressive.
cold.
Oh, young man,
I
just give
feel
up.
like I feel like he hooked the label lock slightly different, or am I crazy?
No, like that looks so painful.
Right? He's got it changed, right?
Well, it's like, yeah,
Oh,
like
there we go.
it's rather than just the straight across armbar,
Yeah.
his arm is going like up.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and he still got to the rope, the little bugger.
Oh,
I'm surprised he wears like those the leg. I understand why
the
he wears
shin
the
pad.
shin guards, but with him being a high flyer, maybe that's why you see him slip once in a while. Is that elastic under his shoe, right?
Well, I
Especially on
mean,
a flat
AJ wears
shoe.
those, and every now and then you see him kind of stumble when he'll go for like
Right?
the phenomenal forearm.
Right.
Like I
Well,
think
yeah,
there was
because you
one time to where he made that a thing because he did it and then slipped,
uh-huh.
and so then he had to like second guess himself the next
Yeah,
time he went for it.
right.
Oh, heck, yeah.
Here we go. What's the finisher? Let's see how we're gonna do this. Oh, we've seen this. Oh, Zytel out of nowhere. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh,
The upstarts are wow.
okay.
The Blackpool Combat Club are on their heels, ladies and gentlemen. Born with the Meteora from the top to the apron. Dante Martin with the backflip on Moxley into the pin.
Ooh,
Right for the lap. Who knew this was going to turn out to be a good match?
I know.
Who
One,
thunk it?
two.
I thought it was going to be a squash leading to
Oh,
some type of argument with
absolutely.
Jericho.
Like I was even saying before we went to, I think before we went to the commercial break and everything,
Mhm.
I was saying how I don't know how this is going to work of technical versus high flyer. Like
Yeah.
what fights a grounded style. I don't know, but this is, yeah, this now. I would say this is probably the second best match that AEW's put out this week. To me, the best match was Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. Hey, by
That
the
was
way, keep going. Sorry,
no,
but
you're
you just
good.
made me think of something. But finish off.
No, that was really it. I was more just saying, like, it's just
Yeah. The second best
already
match.
like each one of their shows has had probably like one of the
Uh-huh.
best matches of the week.
Uh-huh.
Go
Well,
ahead.
speaking of Kyle O'Reilly, oh wow, he kicks out of the pile driver. Dante Martin with the arm up. Here's the thing. A lot of at least me, I was focused on Joe. Oh my God, Joe's back. Joe's back. Joe's back. But what I kind of missed until tonight when I looked at the bracket again, are we really going to get Adam and O'Reilly 2, 3?
Really? I didn't know that. See, I've had a hard time paying attention, like keeping track of the
O'Reilly
brackets,
Joe.
but if we get that,
O'Reilly Joe. So if Joe gets jobbed or screwed out somehow, which is highly possible with the elite and highly possible with Dutt, it's over. Moxley puts an end to Dante's night, and Brian is getting aggressive
Doing
with that
some-
man's face.
Yeah. But so then who does Cole face next round?
Cole's already through. So
He just beat Jeff Hardy. So
he beat Hardy, so he's getting like it looks like it's a possibility that he gets O'Reilly in the finals. And I think we already know they've had amazing matches. Some of the like their American Bash, Great American Bash match made last year's year in review as one of the best matches of the year. So it's got potential. Another great idea. Oh, here we go. I'm surprised we took so long to get to the point, guys. Nash is the Russian Punisher. Okay,
yes,
who is
in the first Punisher movie? He played a Russian.
JV? I think. This one's a tough one.
Wardlow.
All right, folks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the next stream and SmackDown. We'll take your ratings for Rampage over there. But this show's wrapped up. It's kaput. We're out. But thank you for tuning in. Flip over to the next, right on the channel, right below. If you get lost, put up a flare. We'll find you. But, Nick, bye for now.
Bye for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. And until then, toodles.